one of my questions actually, because you were at TIA Craft for how long?
I was there for 5 years.
5 years. Were you the person that brought YouConnect into there, or was that already in place when you were?
No, I brought YouConnect into TIA Craft and then subsequently Nuveen. And and that's one thing that I wanted to make a point of, is that when we started with YouConnect, it was not a agricultural database at all. There wasn't a platform for agriculture. So your development team really worked diligently and very well with me to develop the ag platform. So since then, I know you've expanded that ag platform greatly, and but it all started with TIA Craft.
Wow, that was a little bit before my time, so that's why I needed to know a little bit about that. But how was the overall experience working with the team over here and developing YouConnect to work for you guys over there?
It was a very good experience, and I can't commend the development team enough. We had a lot of going back and forth and making sure things were right, and we worked off the initial base of YouConnect that you already had in place, but taking a look at what was needed for the agricultural platform, we were able to work off the platform and then develop the specialty little things that were needed on the ag side.
So I know some ag lenders, they create their own custom platforms, right? Then you have a thing like YouConnect. You have some of them that have proprietary, AgView, AgWare and stuff. How did YouConnect come into that equation for TIA?
I had been a long time data comp user, and had a good relationship with Brenda and Sunda. And as I was looking around for a platform to work with TIA Craft to see what we could do with the ordering and the appraisal management side of things, I talked to Brenda and Sunda, and they said, yeah, let's see what we can do and see if we can make it work. And obviously it's been pretty successful as you continue to market it out to the participants in the ag space.
Well, why do you think it is a good fit for agricultural lender? Obviously, it's probably a little bit different when you first kind of started tweaking it for that. But why based on your experience, why do you think it works well for an ag lender like that?
I think just in general, it's a great platform, whether it's ag or commercial. And I think that just the ability to customize some of the fields and the responses and things like that have worked out well. And first and foremost, though, I can't say enough about your support team and your development team, because anytime I've had any issues, it's always been resolved and we move on with a better product. So I just think the entire platform that RealWired has got through YouConnect and through DataComp is a very efficient use of time, and it makes the workflow very smooth. And that's what I was looking for when I went to TIA was, we need something to aggregate all of the external appraisers, the contract appraisers that we had working through our management company, as well as on the appraisal side with the reviewers and all of the individuals involved there. So it just really all tied together and made a very seamless approach to appraisal management.
Right. So I have noticed a lot of these farm credits and agricultural lenders, some of them do a lot of internal work. Do you think YouConnect's still a good fit for those that are, let's say they're doing 70, 80% internally and 20% they fee out?
I do, because, mainly, Will, because of the fact that it centralizes it and it makes access to all the various little pieces very, very easy. So even if you've got staff appraisers, external appraisers, reviewers, things like that, you can operate all of that under the YouConnect platform and really keep everybody well connected, and communications are good between them. There are a lot of proprietary programs in the ag space. You mentioned, AgWare and a lot of the farm credits have their own platforms, but I really think that for the money spent in developing your own proprietary programs, that you could probably cut the cost significantly by going with a platform that's already in existence, and then working with the development team to tweak it to
Right.
what you need. And that's, to me, that is the biggest asset that YouConnect has, is just the ability to make it work for individuals and or companies that need a little bit of tweaking, because the development team is phenomenal.
Right. Thank you, Doug. And my final question, we've really started to make some pretty good headway into this farm credit agricultural world. Would you recommend YouConnect to another farm credit ag lender, and why, if you would?
Yep, absolutely. And the main reason is just the ease in which it allows you to manage your entire appraisal process, from ordering to engagement letters to receiving the reports to getting the review done, and maintaining that work file. You can put a lot of stuff in that work file that you can provide out to the fee appraiser and then back in. So it's just a very efficient method of managing your appraisal process.
Mm-hmm.